the structural points to this snow cave, right? That snow cave was still there in July. Now, yeah, it was much smaller, and it was ice, but it was still there. So you need to think about the size and the number of individuals that will be sleeping in this snow cave. Now, the last 2 points are probably some of the most important points. The ability to breathe inside of the snow cave would be high on my list. Now, in the snow cave we built, there was plenty of ventilation because of the size, but we took shim shingles, or shim items, put them in the wall and put candles on them. Now, there were candles all the way around the outside of this, right? And the water starts to melt and go down the sides, and it drips on you, right? But there's nowhere for the effects of that fire to escape, right? So you need to have a vent in the top of this cave, somehow for the air to get out or oxygen to get in, or you need to have something in there that moves the air around, right? So in this scenario, the air at the ground level was fine, but the lights on the candles start to flicker when they can no longer burn, right? Which causes a little bit of concern. The final thing I would consider is the ability to stay warm. Now, if you build a massive snow cave and there is no upward trend when you come into the snow cave, that means all the warm air is going to go out or sit at the roof, right? So when you design a snow cave, and planning was not maybe our forte, you need to go in and then somehow go up so that the heat will stay there in the snow cave, right? I remember cooking my Dutch oven dinner that night, because I really like Dutch oven. It's really good. And I had my potatoes and sausage and everything there. And then I went in and I felt like an ice cube all night long. So the water drips, it runs down the walls, you got puddles all over the floor, and you're sitting there laying in this freezing cold ice cave. So, needless to say, I've slept in an ice cave once. Now, I've seen that there are other better ways to do an ice cave. And so I would recommend you consider 5 things if you're going to do an ice cave. 1, consider your friends, the people you're going with. Do they know what they're doing? Consider the equipment that you have. I love my Marriott key card. 3, consider the size and structure of the snow cave. Make sure it's safe, that you can breathe, that there is air available in there. And finally, consider the equipment or the warmth that you're going to be able to have, especially in the design of the snow cave. Thank you.